Have you been feeling off lately and you can't even explain why? Maybe you're pulling away from your friends, or just not excited about life anymore. Teenage depression is real, and it often hides behind fake smiles and "I'm fine." In today's video, we're diving deep into something serious, because knowing the 10 signs of teenage depression might help you or someone close to you. So stay with us. You're not alone. These signs could make all the difference. This is 10 signs of teenage depression. Chapter 1, constant sadness that won't go away. Have you been feeling down for days, or even weeks, with no break? Like nothing really makes you laugh the way it used to? That heavy sadness that just lingers in the background. It's not just a bad mood. It could be a sign of something deeper, and ignoring it won't make it disappear. If music, hobbies, or your favorite shows don't lift your mood anymore, that's a red flag. It's like you're there, but you're not really in it. Everything feels kind of gray, even the fun stuff. When people ask what's wrong, you don't even know what to say. Sound familiar? Depression doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just quietly sits there. It sneaks in and makes everyday life feel heavy and exhausting. If you're constantly pushing through, but it still feels like too much, it might be time to pause and check in with yourself. Don't brush it off as just stress. Ask yourself, have I felt this way for a while now? If the answer is yes, it's not weak to reach out for help. In fact, talking to someone about it might be the strongest thing you do. Even a simple convo with a friend or a counselor can make a huge difference. You don't have to go through this alone. Chapter 2. Getting easily irritated or angry. Ever feel like everyone's annoying you, even when they didn't do anything? 1 second you're fine, the next you're snapping at your best friend. That short fuse might be more than just being moody. For teens with depression, irritability can show up louder than sadness. And it's easy to miss because people might just think you're being dramatic. Depression can mess with how you handle stress and emotions. It makes the small stuff feel huge. Like forgetting your charger turns into a meltdown. You might start fights or distance yourself from people who care, not because you want to, but because everything feels too much. It's not just a personality thing. Take a step back. Have you been losing patience more often lately? Do you feel bad afterward and don't know why you blew up in the first place? That cycle of snapping and then feeling guilty is exhausting. And it's a sign that something deeper might be going on. If this sounds like you, you're not broken. You're just overwhelmed. And bottling it all up will only make the pressure worse. Talk it out. Vent. It's okay to ask for help. You're human. Chapter 3, feeling useless or worthless. Do you ever look in the mirror and think, what's the point? Or maybe you feel like no one would notice if you just disappeared. Those thoughts are heavy, but sadly, they're common in depression. You might feel like you're not good enough, no matter what you do, and that voice in your head keeps dragging you down. This isn't about being dramatic, it's about a deep emotional fog. You start questioning your value, your future, your everything. It's like you're stuck in your own mind with no way out. And worst of all, you might start believing the lies you tell yourself. You're not smart enough. You're not lovable. You're a burden. These thoughts are not true, but depression makes them feel real. It's like wearing dark glasses that change how you see yourself. If your self-esteem has taken a hit lately, pause and reflect. This isn't just a rough patch. It could be your mind waving a red flag. So here's a real question. When was the last time you gave yourself a break? When did you last talk to someone who actually listens? You deserve that support. Because you matter, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. You're not alone in this. Chapter 4. Pulling away from everyone. Are you canceling plans more than usual? Ghosting your group chats? Just wanting to hide in your room and not talk to anyone? It's not just needing me time. That could be isolation. Isolation is a major sign of depression in teens. It's easy to start thinking people won't get it, so why bother explaining? So you just stop trying. You scroll, but don't reply. You laugh less. You fake smiles. And slowly, you slip away from people who care. But inside, you might be hoping someone notices. Here's the thing. Depression makes you feel like you're a burden. So instead of reaching out, you shut down. But you don't have to go silent to cope. Sometimes saying I'm not okay is the most powerful thing you can do. Even if it's just to one person. Ask yourself, have I been avoiding people because I feel off? That's a sign. And no, it doesn't mean you're antisocial. No, it means your mental health needs attention. Don't fight this alone in silence. You deserve connection, even on your worst days. Chapter 5. Losing interest in what you used to love. Remember when you were super into something? Music, gaming, sports, art, and now, nothing really gets you excited? That loss of interest is more than just growing out of it. It's one of the most common signs of teenage depression, and it can hit without warning. You stop showing up to practice. Stop drawing, writing, playing. Whatever used to make you feel alive. Everything feels like why even bother? Even binge-watching your favorite series feels like a chore. This numbness, this depression pulling the joy out of the things you loved. And the worst part, it can make you feel guilty, like you should still enjoy it. But you don't. It's okay to feel that way. It's also important to notice the change. Ask yourself, when did I stop enjoying things that made me happy? And what changed around that time? It could be your brain trying to tell you it's overwhelmed. The good news? That spark can come back, but sometimes you need a little help to find it again. Chapter 6. Trouble sleeping or sleeping too much? Are your sleep habits totally out of whack lately? Staying up till 3 a.m. scrolling endlessly, or sleeping through the whole weekend like you're trying to escape? That's not just poor sleep hygiene. It could be a sign of depression, because depression loves to mess with your sleep cycle. You might feel tired all the time, even after 10 hours of sleep. Or maybe your mind races at night and won't let you rest. It's frustrating. Your body's exhausted, but your brain won't shut up. Or the opposite. You feel like you could sleep forever and still wake up drained. That's not normal tiredness. Sleep is your brain's way of healing. And when depression's in the picture, it throws everything off. Too little sleep can make you irritable and foggy. Too much sleep can make you disconnected and unmotivated. It becomes a vicious cycle, and it's hard to break out of alone. So how's your sleep lately? Are you sleeping to escape, or because you just can't get out of bed? Pay attention. Sleep problems are usually one of the first signs something's wrong emotionally. Don't ignore them. Chapter 7. Big changes in eating habits. Have you noticed yourself eating way more, or barely at all? Food becomes complicated when you're struggling mentally. Sometimes you binge for comfort. Sometimes you lose your appetite completely. Either way, it's not just picky eating. Your body and brain are connected. When your mind is off balance, your eating habits often shift, too. You might crave junk food constantly or forget to eat for a whole day. Some people eat to cope. Others stop because they feel numb. These changes can sneak up on you. Suddenly your clothes fit different. You feel sluggish or dizzy more often. Your mood swings get worse. And it's all tied to how and if you're fueling your body. So take a minute. Are your meals becoming more random or non-existent? No shame, just awareness. If your eating habits feel off, don't just brush it off. It might be depression speaking through your appetite. Chapter 8. Trouble focusing or making decisions. Do you feel like your brain's in a fog all the time? Homework takes hours, even if it's just a few questions. Or you read the same paragraph over and over and nothing sticks. That brain fog, it's real. And it could be tied to depression. When your mental health is struggling, so is your ability to focus. Your thoughts race, or worse, completely stall. Simple decisions feel impossible. You zone out a lot, even during stuff you care about. It's exhausting. This can make school and responsibilities feel overwhelming. You might fall behind, feel ashamed, and want to give up. It becomes a cycle, one that drains your motivation even more. People might think you're just being lazy. But it's not about effort. It's about capacity. So be honest. Have your grades dropped or attention slipped lately? Are you beating yourself up about it? You're not failing. Brain just needs care, not criticism. Just give yourself grace. And get support if you need it. Chapter 9. Feeling hopeless about the future. Do you catch yourself thinking, what's the point in any of this? Or that the future just feels blank? That kind of hopelessness is a big red flag, especially when you stop making plans or caring about what's next. It's not laziness, it's despair. Depression can erase your excitement for what's ahead. College, trips, goals, they all feel far away or pointless. You might not even picture yourself a year from now. It's scary and isolating. But you're not alone in feeling that way. This doesn't mean you've given up. It means you're overwhelmed, and your brain is trying to protect you by shutting down. But hope is still possible, even if you can't see it yet. That tiny part of you that clicked on this video, that's still hope. Ask yourself, when did I stop dreaming a little about my future? That's where the healing starts. Noticing the shift. And talking to someone about it can bring the light back in. You deserve a future worth looking forward to. Let's work on getting there. Chapter 10. Thinking about death or wanting to disappear. Let's talk about the hardest part. Thoughts of death or disappearing. If you've ever thought people would be better off without me, please listen. Those thoughts are scary, and they're also one of the clearest signs you need help. Not later now. Depression can twist your thoughts until they feel like facts, but wanting to disappear doesn't mean you really want to die. Often it means you want the pain to stop. You want a break. You want peace. Those feelings don't make you weak. They make you human. But you don't have to go through this in silence. There are people who care, family, friends, teachers, hotlines. Someone will listen, and you're worth that conversation. So if this hit close to home, pause, breathe, talk to someone today. Because even if it doesn't feel like it right now, your life matters. You matter. If any of these signs sounded familiar to you, please don't ignore them. Depression is real, serious, but it's also treatable. You're not alone, even if it feels like it. Reach out. Talk to someone. You deserve support. And hey, if this video helped you, help us reach more people. Hit that like button, share it with a friend, and leave a comment telling us your thoughts. What's something you wish more people understood about teenage depression? We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real talk like this. You're not invisible. You matter. And we'll be right here rooting for you.